The wind howled through the skeletal branches of the ancient trees, their twisted limbs reaching out like fingers eager to grasp onto anyone who dared to venture near. The moon cast an eerie glow over the desolate landscape, illuminating an empty house that stood like a forgotten relic of the past. The once grand mansion, now abandoned for many years, exuded an air of malevolence that made even the bravest soul shudder. The townsfolk spoke in hushed whispers about the cursed history of the house. Legend had it that a family had once lived there, blissfully unaware of the dark secrets hidden within its walls. As the years passed, a sinister force began to consume the inhabitants, driving them to madness and despair. One by one, the family members vanished, leaving the house to succumb to an eternal emptiness. On a dare, a group of friends decided to spend a night within the forsaken walls of the mansion. Armed with flashlights and nervous laughter, they crossed the threshold into the heart of darkness. The creaking floorboards beneath their feet echoed like ghostly whispers, and the shadows seemed to dance in malevolent glee. As the clock struck midnight, strange occurrences began to unfold. Whispers echoed through the empty halls, calling the intruders by name. Doors slammed shut with an otherworldly force, trapping the group in a maze of haunted corridors. The air grew thick with a palpable sense of dread, and the temperature plummeted, sending shivers down their spines. In the decrepit remains of the once elegant living room, a flickering candle revealed a ghastly specter, the tormented spirit of the family that had succumbed to the house's insidious curse. Their eyes glowed with a haunting sadness, and their spectral forms reached out in a desperate plea for release from the eternal torment that bound them to the forsaken abode. Terrified, the friends stumbled over each other in a frantic attempt to escape the grasp of the malevolent force, yet the house seemed to come alive, its very essence determined to keep them within its clutches. The walls groaned, the floor quivered, and the shadows coalesced into sinister shapes that seemed to taunt and mock. As dawn approached, the group finally burst through the creaking front door, their faces pale and eyes wide with terror. The once empty house, now sated with the fear it had fed upon, stood silent once again. But the echoes of that night lingered, a chilling reminder of the malevolence that lay within the abandoned mansion, waiting to ensnare any foolish enough to disturb its restless slumber.